Hello, fish people, and welcome to Royal Fish Aquatic. Tonight, Wednesday night fish talk. We got my buddy Vinny from Vinny Aquatics. How you doing today?
How you doing, man? Great to be here.
Good.
Thank you for inviting me.
Man, my pleasure. I we were trying to do this last week, but you were stuck in a skyscraper. You told me.
Yeah. I was stuck in New York City. I had to go 30, 40 feet up in the air and take down some neon without breaking it. So that was fun. New
Okay.
York is, I tell you what, if you're not around New York and you go to New York now, it's a completely different place. It's really strange. I've been
Oh,
to New York and
changed a lot.
Boston. Ah, man, you see everything boarded up, and the restaurants can't have anybody inside, and you cannot buy an umbrella in New York right now. If you're a restaurant, they're all sold out, and now they're running out of the heaters because
Oh man.
what are people going to eat outside when it's hot? I mean, cold. They got to buy those infrared, and they can't use propane or anything. They got to buy the infrared heaters, and if we had stock in that company, we'd be rich right now. And everybody's we're taking down signs like crazy in the city. It's ridiculous. There's so many people even. How do I get to see the chat? Where do I go?
I'm not sure how you see it from your side when you're a guest. I think you have to open it on another device. That's usually what I do.
Oh, that
But
works.
two, yeah, whenever I'm a guest, that's usually the way I could see it. But let's talk about the chat. Who we got in here? We got William. How you doing, William? Gen C. How are you doing tonight?
Oh,
Thank you for
Gen
joining us.
Z.
Gilbert, what's up, cuz? How you doing? RB and Animals. Thank you for joining us. Lady J. Joe Tips and Tricks. How's everybody doing? I appreciate you guys joining us over here at Royal Fish Aquatic. We got Vinny tonight. Now, Vinny, where are you located at?
I'm in Stamford, Connecticut, which is right outside of New York. So,
Right, right by the border.
yeah, I'm 20, 25 minutes away without traffic. So
Oh,
I'm right there. Yeah, not too far away from Bridgeport. Everybody knows Bridgeport.
okay.
And you're in Florida, right?
Yeah, I'm in South Florida.
What part?
It's Southwest Florida. I'm about two hours from Miami on the other side
I got
over
family
here.
there.
Most people know the town called Naples. I don't live there. I live in the out, away a little bit away from there, but it's a big tourist area down there in Miami, and then you got Tampa north from us.
I know exactly where Naples is. There we go. Okay, now I gotta pause this. There you go. Right. There we go. Now I can see who's in the
You
chat.
got it.
Oh yeah, that works perfect.
So,
Oh, nice. A lot of
you
my
starting to
friends are
get some
here.
cold weather up there now?
You know what? Tonight it was cold. I was outside before bringing stuff in, and I had to put a sweatshirt on. It's getting cold up here at night. It it rained really hard for a little while tonight, but it's starting to get cold. But
Us
it's
too. We're in the 90s. That's cold for us right now.
the 90s. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, it must be nice. It's cold up here, but we haven't had much snow the last 2 years, so I'm not that worried about it.
okay. Okay.
How you doing,
Now,
Joe?
Vinny, how long you actually been in the hobby?
My God, I got my first tank when I was 22. I was doing a job. We stopped to get a sandwich. Saw the fish store next door. I said, "Yeah, let's go in and look." And they had this really weird. It was like a 10-gallon, no, a 20-gallon tank, but it had a weird waterfall in it. And for some reason, it just caught my eye. I brought that home, and then that was it. I took a couple of years off when I was
Uh huh.
married, but then again, I pretty much took a couple of years off of everything when I was married. And then I just started it right back up as soon, and then now I have multiple tank syndrome, and there's tanks everywhere. I'm looking. I'm thinking of getting rid of my bed or making a Murphy bed so I can put a giant aquarium there and just sleep on top of it at night. And because there's just not enough room anymore. And my kids will not allow me to put an aquarium where anyone can see it in the house. It has to be in the basement because I guess they own the place. I don't know. How
We
long you
got a
been doing
good
it?
question already. We got a pretty good question. How the fish industry different from Florida due to the weather? Like for example, where Vinny's at, they can't breed fish outside year round like we do in Florida.
No way.
And the sunlight does a big difference in the colors of the fish, you know. So that's where it comes from. It's a big difference. Plus, we could breed almost anything down here in Florida, you know, outside. I mean, everything does wonderful out here. So that's why most of your farms, fish farms, are in Florida.
We can't. We don't. Very short window up here. I have a little pond outside, and you gotta get maybe 3 months out of it. That's it. That's it. And then forget it. It gets too cold. We don't have it like that up here. Especially, I'm right on the water too, so I get that breeze. I'm right off the Long Island Sound. I'm like 2 minutes away from the beach.
Mm-hmm.
So,
you get that cold breeze.
My grandparents lived in Florida, but I used to go to Florida every summer. I used to love Florida. I know Florida like the back of my hand. And my sister lives down there now. My mother moved down there. Trust me, if I could come there, if my job wasn't up here, I would definitely not be living up here. No. I like the laid back how it is down there, down south. It's much more laid back. There's so much attitude up here. It's ridiculous. It really is. Everybody's on the cross up here, just about everything. It's almost overwhelming. The mask, the police, look. I'm in my backyard. I'm walking my dog. I'm 50 feet away from people. I don't want to wear the mask at the moment. I'm nowhere near anybody. Stop yelling at me. Leave me alone. People up here, I don't know, Florida might be different now because all the dummies from up here moved down there to save money.
Yeah.
And they're bringing all the dumb policies with them.
Oh,
you know? No, I love Florida.
There's been a big wave of Northerners coming down here.
Oh, yeah. You're lucky because you guys can actually go out and catch fish. You can actually you can catch fish and or turtles, or they walk in your backyard. You can get an alligator walking in your backyard down there. Up here, the water. What are you going to get? It's Pennzoil. You might as well put it in your motorcycle. It's so disgusting up here.
But there's pros and cons to that because now down here we have such a big issue with invasive species.
Oh yeah, I can agree.
Down here where you could catch Oscars in the wild, you could catch Midas, you could catch black nasties, you could catch convicts. I'm talking about the list goes on and on. So
I've seen those videos where there's the arowanas and they're swimming in the gar. I know is native down there, and the gar is protected, but there's the arowanas. They're huge and they're swimming in the canals. The canals behind people's houses where they found John Walsh's kid. That's where they're swimming now. It's not even in like their big thing of water. They're in a stupid canal and they're huge. We don't have that up here. No.
Yep. Georgia's asked, are there African cichlids in Florida? Oh, yes.
Oh, what's that one cichlid that's down there that's really screwing everybody up? I think it starts with an M. I can't remember the name of it. It's a Mayan cichlid?
Yeah, Mayan cichlid. Yep.
Yeah, I read about those.
Yep. I put a video on Instagram, an area that I found where there's African and South American cichlids living together and they're crossbreeding.
That's how life should be. That's how it should be everywhere. We need to learn from these fish, you know?
Oh,
I mean, we need to cut our crap and learn from these fish. That's how it should be everywhere. You know, we just leave them alone and they'll be fine. It's when we start messing with them. Like, who's the dummy that decided, oh, I'm going to just throw this Oscar into the river? Like, what are you doing? Why would you do that?
Yep. But hey, it's what a lot of people like to do. You know, I mean, it seems like they just get in the hobby instead of going that same amount of effort to go to the store and drop off that fish. Just give it to the store because the stores will take it, especially if you just give it to them, compared to just dumping it. You know.
I don't know what's worse, the ones who just call their fish when they're done with them and just, you know, hit it in the head with a rock or clove or whatever they do. Or I think the ones that actually put it into the ecosystem are the worst ones. But both of them, just go somewhere, give it away. Especially now, there's so many fish rescues everywhere.
Oh yeah, and
They're
two
cropping up everywhere.
another problem was snakeheads. They let the snakeheads loose, the Asian community, because they eat snakeheads. So now Dade and Broward County, all the way to the Everglades, is full of snakehead.
Those things are brutal. I did a video about that. They're brutal. I used to have one 20 years ago. You were able to buy them here like 25 years ago. I had one, but he jumped out of the tank. Like all those, because I didn't know enough back then to put weights on the top. But those things are the teeth on those. I never want to go swimming with shorts on again. That's all I can say. Never. I want long jeans. I want those rubber pants. That's why the fishers wear the rubber pants, I think. I don't think it's because of the water. I think you don't want to be with your waist under that water with something. Just huge fish. Those snakeheads are brutal.
Oh, they nasty. They nasty.
And the pacus that they're letting out down there, there's pacus running around too.
Oh yeah, they eat pacus. The Brazilians eat pacus, so they let them loose.
Yeah, look, I eat chickens, but I don't let them all out in my neighborhood just to run around.
We got a question. Gilbert asked, can you crossbreed any fish? No, you cannot crossbreed any fish, but there is fish you can crossbreed. They got to be kind of in the same genos to crossbreed that. You can't crossbreed a convict with a guppy. Like there's just different ones because they breed different. Betas, they build nests, guppies are live bears, such and such, which that's actually a good thing to do a video on, Vinny. We should do a video about that.
I see that they can pretty much do it pretty good with the flower horn.
Oh, yeah.
They mix those together. And those like those, the mixed convicts you got.
Oh, yeah, the ones I just got, the polar blue.
Yes, those are beautiful, too. They're funny little fish. I love mine. I love how they swim around and how they act. But they're very similar, the way they make those. But yeah, you're definitely not going to mix a catfish with a goldfish. It's not going to happen.
Oh, that would be beautiful. The gold catfish.
Look, those are another thing they got is those catfish. Those catfish that the people let loose. They're selling you catfish that are going to grow to be 3, 4, 5, 6 feet in your tank. Oh, yeah. I see them all the time at the fish store. I look at her.
Red tails.
Oh my goodness! I had one of those a long time ago, and I kept having fish disappear. And I'm thinking, he's a little he's a catfish. He's harmless. It's got to be one of these other fish. And I come home and I see him with half a fish just sticking out of his mouth like Dagwood with a sandwich. Mm-hmm. And I wonder why he kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I finally had to give him away to somebody. But that thing, I just saw one in the fish store. It was $20, but it was almost 2 feet long. Because who's going to take it? Who has the tanks for that?
Oh, yeah. Not too many people keep big fish, and then not too many people actually keep it responsible. You got to be very responsible when you're keeping those big ones.
That's what I worry about. I have three silver arowanas now, and they're not going real fast. And one of them was a rescue from my buddies, but it's getting to the point where one of them I either have to build a new tank because I'm not going to get one down the stairs, so I'm going to have to build one down there. Or I'm going to have to give them away. And then I got to find somebody with a big tank that wants to take an arowana and understand that that's going to be the boss of the tank. All your other fish, they don't matter anymore. So get him out of there if you're going to put him in there. He's in with some Midas cichlids now, and he seems to get along good with them. But the size difference is enough where doesn't matter. But I'm to the point now, I'm thinking, wait a minute, this one here is getting a little big. I don't want him to be uncomfortable. I don't want him to get stuck. They got to be able to swim.
Yeah.
I see these people with the rescues, like they go, it's a giant 24-inch pacu in a 40-gallon tall. It can't even turn around. Why did you wait so long? So you didn't notice that a couple of weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
You have any big fish? Any monster, big,
No, I don't. I don't. I
Those
had
are
flower
difficult.
horns before. I had flower horns before and stuff like that. But what I'm into, I mean, I love angels. That's my number one fish, and me
Yeah,
and
they
my
look
wife,
beautiful.
we're both into angelfish. You know, we're
I'm gonna
big
let you
into
know a secret. I've never owned an angelfish
what?
ever. They freak me out. I'm afraid I'm gonna kill them. They look too delicate. I've never owned an angelfish. I've never owned a discus.
Oh, I
I
gotta
know,
start sending you. I gotta send you some angels, man. You need some angels in your.
dude. I would love it. I'll get a whole tank just for them. I'll give them their own tank because they're beautiful. They're
Yeah,
beautiful.
they
I'm
are,
just they look delicate,
but
but they're
they
actually
actually
nippers.
not. They
Yeah, they're
actually
actually
not.
nippers, right?
They're what?
They're nippers. They like to nip at the other fish.
Yeah, you gotta have faster moving fish with them. I usually keep barbs with them. You could keep swordtails with them if the swordtails are, adults and can move pretty well with them. Congo tetras are my go-to with them
Oh,
now.
I love those. Those are oh my god, I love those.
Yep,
Those I have had a
I got
couple of those.
those. I got those. But my big thing is live bears. I really enjoy live bears.
I,
Now,
I'm so jealous of you people because I can't breed anything. Anything. There's I don't know if there's impotency going on in my fish room, but I bought pairs of this and pairs of that. I've tried everything to get them to breed, and I just can't do it. The only thing I've ever had breed were convicts, but everybody has that. And then they went after all the other fish in the tank because they were
yep.
protecting the babies, and then they ate the babies, and they started all of them. Betters. I can't get them to breed. I can't get anything to breed. I think it's
Guppies,
the
guppies.
nothing. I think it's the ambiance in my room. I think it's I don't know. It's a bad vibe. I give off something.
You gotta
Something's
play some
turning
R&B for them or something.
So
You gotta play some music.
I tried. I tried music. I asked them if they wanted wine. I was going to take them out to dinner and let them, but no, they just won't. They refuse. They're all eunuchs. They're all in a cult. I don't know what it is. They won't do it. I don't know if it could be because I'm sleeping down there and they don't want me watching. They might
Did
be
you
shy.
crush the blue pill and gave it to them?
No, but that's a really good idea. That's all I need is them banging up against the glass all freaking night.
Yeah, give them the blue pill.
So your wife is in with this, she's okay with this. She's actually into it.
Yes.
That is
She really likes the
really
hobby.
cool.
She has 2 tanks inside the house. There are her tanks. She decides
Mhm.
everything that I do to those tanks. And one is a breeding pair of plecos that we have in there, and we have some young angels that we're growing out, and that's on a 40 cube. And then we got a 55 that we have 4 big long veil male angels.
Oh yeah.
2 of them are koi and 2 of them are marble. And then we have a big community of fish in there. We got swordtails. I got some mollies in there. I got some Congo tetras. I got some barbs in there, and a rainbow shark. What you got in your fish room? This is all about you. We're over here talking about me.
We're both in this together. I like puffers. I really like puffers. I do
Yes, you do.
saltwater. I have 3 saltwater tanks, and the rest are all freshwater. I like arowanas. I have 3 of those. I have a red eye puffer, peacock bass,
Mm-hmm.
figure 8 puffer. I have an axolotl. I have 4 turtles. I have moon crabs. I have hermit crabs. I have a leopard gecko. I have a fajaka puffer. Oh, my fish store just called me today. He told me he has an avocado puffer, and he asked me if I want an avocado puffer. It's a fresh one. I just heard puffer, and do you want it? And since I have a mental issue where yeah, of course I want it. And then I Googled and saw what it was. But yeah, of course I want it. I want another puffer. And I have cichlids. I bought a bunch of locally bred cichlids.
Uh-huh.
Things are turning out beautiful now. Beautiful.
Yes, I've seen those. Yep.
Yeah, I have a frontosa. I just got a baby flower horn, which I don't know if he's going to turn out to be any kind of looker. It's just going to be a dud. But whatever. He was cute.
I even like the duds. The duds are beautiful to me too. I don't mind.
Yeah.
I had one that was a dud, and it was.
I appreciate all that. I have a couple big parrots. I have really big red hooks. I have two really big red hooks, and I still have a giant gourami I want to get rid of. Did I have to keep alternating tanks because he's so big? Because he attacked the giant arowana. He's vicious. He's big. He's like this. I just want somebody to take him. So I have to keep every night. I switch the water out and put him in a new tank. It's big enough, but he's got to go somewhere. He's got to go somewhere. I try all different.
If he was closer down here, I know somebody that would have took him from you.
I put him on Facebook. I had one guy that was going to come get him, but you know how that is. Sometimes they just disappear. Yep. But I'm going to do it again. He's fine. He's gaining size in the freaking temporary tank, but I want to just have a nice home. He needs a big tank, and he's becoming aggressive now. He doesn't have the room, so he's got to go. I like to try all different kind of fish, and a lot of times I'll do it for 6 months, and I'll just give them away. Here, you take these now, and I want to put something new in the tank. That's why I always buy a new tank and try to find room for it, because I can put something new in here that I've never tried before. That's why if you send me some angels, I'm going to be really happy, because I've been thinking about it for a long time. I really want to, they're beautiful. Everybody has them. I don't know. I've always been worried that something's going to happen to them, because of that long fin thing. I think, oh my God, it's going to break.
Oh no, they're good. They're a good cichlid to have. Well, we got 2 questions real quick for you, Vinny.
All right.
One here says by Gilbert, do you breed any saltwater fish? If no, why not? And what's the difference? I'll let you answer that.
Oh, number one, I wouldn't know how to start to breed a saltwater fish, but I pretty much have puffers in all my saltwater tanks, and they eventually kill everything. I don't care what people say. These puffers, they're all nice. They live together. My Star Spangled puffer, I mean, you've seen the videos. He lived with clowns. He lived with damsels. He lived with a lionfish. He lived with a porcupine puffer for a year. And then one day he just decided, I'm just going to lose my mind, and I'm going to eat everybody in this tank. The one at work, I was just doing water teasers before we started this. I'm at my shop now. And the one at work, he had... First thing he ate, my buddy brought down all this coral, like $500 worth of coral, because my buddy closed down his tank. He's eating clowns. They just eat everything. Eventually they will kill whatever in the tank with them. So there's no sense. I'll just, and I don't think you can breed puffers, right? You can't really breed puffers.
I have not seen anything on anybody breeding puffers.
I think they're mostly wild caught.
Yep, they're all
wild caught. That's why when I first get, when I first get any puffers, I gotta give them meds, because they all have parasites.
Yep.
Whether it's a little or a lot, they all start out with a little bit of parasite. If you don't catch it right away, they're gonna shrivel down, and you're gonna have a dead puffer floating in your tank. But I don't think you can even breed puffers.
Never seen anybody breeding puffers. I haven't. So I really don't know. In saltwater, I have not touched saltwater. I have not gone that way at all. I mean, I think it's nice to look at, but I really
got to try one. You got to try one. Just one. No, because if you do too many, the water changes get to you. You got to buy a big, expensive bag of salt, a nice 55. Don't think about coral. Don't think about a reef. Some rocks, some live sand, and one nice big. Because some of these fish are amazing.
Yeah, I like. It's funny because in saltwater too, I like the different types of angels that they have in saltwater.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and how they change. A lot of these angels look one way when they're smaller, and they just transform to a whole nother fish. So I mean, they're pretty cool.
They're beautiful. It's not hard once you get the saltwater tank running. It's the same. These people who do saltwater, no offense, but they think they're up on some kind of pedestal. Like,
no,
some of them do. Some of them do. Because they do salt water. Oh, you only do fresh? No, it's not that hard. Now, if you got a reef system, if you got those reef systems where you need all that Star Trek gear, that's a whole different animal. Any little thing, you can end up with $600 worth of dead coral. But as far as just having a fowler tank of fish and rock only, it's not bad. It's not hard.
Yeah, because it's the same thing. We got to check our water. The only difference, they add salt to their water. But yeah, we still got to know the parameters of our water, like fresh water, salt water, doesn't matter. And to me, coral are like freshwater plants. You know, it's like, it's another living thing in that tank that you got to know what you're doing. And I feel anybody could really do it if you sit down and do your research.
That you really got to pay attention to, though. Yes. You got to be on that every day.
You got to do your research and really learn your stuff.
I'm almost of the opinion that once you establish a saltwater tank, because you have live rock and you have live sand, it's actually a little bit easier than freshwater.
Yeah.
I have heard because of the way it sets itself up. I think it's a little bit easier that way. To be honest, I have less problems with my big saltwater tank and the ones that work than I do with the freshwater ones. Because they have so much, there's just so much. The sand's alive. The sand is, I know we get that in our substrate, but not like you do with live sand.
Yeah, I gotta learn that more and everything, But one day I'll play with some salt water. I mean, I had reptiles before, and I see that you have some stuff, and I wanted to ask you about the pumpkin crab that you have.
The moon crabs. They're moon crabs or Halloween crabs.
Yep, that's what it is. Halloween crabs.
They're jungle crabs. They don't go in the water. They like to climb trees, and they like to burrow deep. They eat mango. They need salt water to drink, and they take little baths, and they clean their little eyes in their fresh water. They're really fun. If anybody listening, if you can get one, 2 of them, 3 of them. They're so active, and they climb, and they're big. They're about 2.5 inches big. Like, they're decent size, and the colors on them. They have nice purples and oranges on them. They're very nice.
I mean, I saw yours, and I'm like, wow, that's cool. That would be so cool to have. Actually, I mean, it's really neat. But one thing that you have there is you build a lot of your own terrariums and tanks to yourself.
I try. I like we were talking before. You got to do whatever you can save money on, and you can invest that money in something else. That's the best thing you can do in this hobby.
Oh yeah.
I would rather buy fish than buy equipment. I would rather buy fish than equipment. Plus, it's so expensive to do this nowadays. Just the electricity alone. You got 40 tanks. I got 20-something, 25. The electricity, it's an extra $100 a month. I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot, but then you got to buy the food. And that's the big problem with salt water. That salt isn't cheap. And you get what? You get 10 gallons. So that's one water change. So that's another $15 a week, $16 a week just to do that. Just to change that water. Wherever I can save money, I save money.
Oh, yeah. That's how you have to do it. You got to be smart, with what you do, because there's so many people that get into this hobby, like we were talking earlier, and then they get out.
They get overwhelmed.
Yep.
They don't get over that first hump. We all went through it. We all went out. We all bought a tank. We all filled it with water, and we threw too many fish in it, and we watched them die. And then we said, why did our fish die? And then we said, wait a minute. Let's fix this problem. I'm pretty sure I don't think anybody's ever started out and never had a tank crash. If you say that, I don't believe you. Because it's natural, especially when you first start out. You don't know. Go to the fish store. Some places will tell you, no, I'm not going to sell you this fish. And they'll ask you, what's your bio load, how many fish you have. Some people, what do you want to buy? You want to buy a shark? You want to buy a dinosaur? I don't care. I'll sell it to you. They don't, they'll sell you anything. Because then they know once it dies, they're going to blame it on you. You're going to come back. And, can I buy another one of those things that I can kill? Because you didn't tell me that I could do it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, even we're experiencing this hobby, things happen to us, tanks crash. We do a simple mistake. Next thing you know, we have a ick problem, whatever. Even with all the experience that a lot of us in this hobby have right now, it still happens. So anybody tells you they don't have issues in their fish room or with their tanks, they're not keeping fish.
So what they did was they just deleted the footage. They went to the fish store and they bought one that looked just like it, and they put it in the tank, and then they turned the camera back on and said, "Hey, it's the same fish."
Yep.
Well, I know people who've done that. I've seen those videos. Like some of the bigger guys have done that. They bought replicas. Hey, look, we got dogs and cats, and they have problems all the time too.
Oh yeah.
Any animal, we have problems. Sometimes we worry more about our fish than we do.
Mm-hmm.
Like we worry about ourselves. Like the first thing I think of when I get home is how are my fish? How is my dog? How's everybody doing? I don't think, hey, maybe I should eat dinner or I should, go through this for myself right now. I'm like, well, what's happening with my fish? Especially when you get a sick fish. Especially when you get sick or ick. When you get ick, that stays in your mind. You can't even sleep. You're like, what is it? I had saltwater ick. The white spot once. Wow. That is so difficult to get rid of. You basically have to take everything in a tank and let it sit for 3 months and basically give up. It's much worse than saltwater. That's one thing. The ick in saltwater, you ain't carrying it. Not easy.
So you gotta dip the fish in fresh water, don't you? For
yeah, but they don't. They say that, and they don't really like it. And sometimes they live, and sometimes they freak out and they curl up and they die on you because it's too much of a shock. It depends on how much it affects them.
True. It's weird how that's the opposite. With freshwater, we add salt. For saltwater, you try to dip them in freshwater.
Yeah, it's anything. Yes. What is it? They even tell you got to reduce your salinity in saltwater. When you get it, you still raise the temperature, but you reduce the salinity because that it can't live like that. But all those things it's the worst. It's so depressing. You go to work and you're still thinking about, oh my God, I have ick, and you're trying to Google what's going to cure this and what's going to. We all go. Everybody goes through it. Everybody goes through it.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. Even the fish, even the LFS goes through it.
Oh yeah.
Even they go through it.
Oh yeah. It's a lot of issues out there, and we're playing with live things, and they're coming from. Especially when you're talking importing now, you're bringing fish from different countries. You start bringing in those problems into your fish room too.
First thing you got to do is make sure your local fish store. He's not the kind of guy that's just going to grab the fish and sell it to you right away. Like my guy brings them in, he makes sure they're eating. They're all separate filtration. It's not like the Petco where everything's on the same filter. So you see that dead fish up there at Petco, and you're like, well, he's in that tank. This fish looks really nice. But they're all using the same water. You're bringing all that home, and you got to have a quarantine tank.
Yep.
And let me ask you, how many quarantine tanks have you bought, set up, and that just became a tank, and now you had to buy another quarantine tank to replace that tank? Because now it's a tank.
About 50% of my tanks were like that.
Yeah, I did that. I tried it 3 times with saltwater. I had a saltwater quarantine, but then I put some fish in, and I was like, I don't even want to take them out now. They're doing so good. They look so nice. Why take them out? I'll just get another tank.
And they're living just fine in that tank. Everything's perfect. Why change something that's working?
I don't like mess. Every time I mess with something that works, something goes wrong. If things are working, fine. If there's a problem, I'm going to move a fish. But if everything's going good, I'm not going to mess with it. I'm not going to mess with it. If I ran a tank for 2 years, I've never had a problem. I'm not changing the filtration. I'm not changing the substrate. I'm just going to let it rock like it is and go with it.
Yep. Well, Vinny, let's get to the first giveaway. Like everybody saw on the thumbnail, I am doing a giveaway tonight. Actually, we're doing 2. We're going to do one right now. We're going to do one towards the end. Now, Vinny, you got a piece of paper and a pen with you?
Oh, shit. Yeah. Look at me.
Now, guys, the giveaway is going to be a $10 gift card to my site, royalfishaquatic.com. So it's a $10 gift card. And the way we're gonna do this, Vinny's gonna actually pick a number right now from 1 to 50. So pick any number, write it down, don't let nobody see it. And everybody on the chat for the next 2 minutes, type in your number starting now. Now, while everybody's putting in their numbers on the chat right now, remember from 1 through 50, gets you a $10 gift card. I want to ask you, Vinny, what is your dream fish?
Right now, it's that avocado puffer that's just sitting at the fish store for me. But no, I love watching the Ohio Fish Rescue with that giant arapaima. Like something about those dinosaur type fish. I mean, yeah, I would need a 58,000 gallon swimming pool to put them in. But if I had the ability to put it anywhere, if I could build a giant aquarium, I love those prehistoric fish like that. Like definitely do.
That would be cool to have. That would be really cool to have.
But in real life, any kind of puffer. Doesn't matter. I love puffers. Any kind of, like a Congo puffer I'm thinking about. You know, but dream fish, just, what is there? I mean, yes, there are those arowana, those red arowana that you see that you can't get here, that they have in Asia, or the black arowana. Yeah, something like that. But they're all going to get big eventually. A nice blue puffer like they used to have it, or to have an aquarium co-op, that kind of. But he's going to get, my Fahaka's going to get about 14. This guy's, those get 24. If I had the tank guy, something like that, something that comes up to the glass and says hello to you.
Yep. Now, Vinny, what number did you pick? Let's show everybody. We're going to see who's the winner. What number is it?
Oh, wait, can I announce the winner?
Yeah.
I know the winner.
You already know who the winner?
I know who the winner is. Well, I see who's typed it first, and it's a very good friend of mine.
All right, what's the number? What's the number?
Number 27.
27. Gen C.
Yeah, Gen C. Look at that.
Congratulations. Now, Jen, this is all you have to do. Whenever you get a chance, send me an email. royalfishaquatic@gmail. You can always find me too on Instagram. If you have Instagram, you can message me email or on Instagram, and I will give you the code for the gift card to the site. Now, everybody that didn't win, don't feel bad, because for the month of October, I'm actually doing 15% off your entire purchase. If you use promo code OCT2015, gets you 15% off. And we're going to be doing another giveaway in just a second. In about 20, 30 minutes. 20 minutes, we'll be doing another giveaway. Now,
that is cool. I know Jen well. That's why when I saw her type it, I was like, oh, look at that one. Yeah.
That's good that at least you know who it was that won.
I know a lot of people in here.
Oh, yeah, they've been hitting me up too and everything. I appreciate that. I was talking with my wife. I was like, Vinny promoted, the live stream and everything, and I really appreciate that with him. I was surprised, how much you actually promoted. And
oh, no, I support, brother. I support. Besides, I love your channel. I think everybody should check it out. You're gonna have a lot of fun,
Thank you, I appreciate that. But
I remember when Chubbs was on. There he is. I just saw Chubbs. See, I just said Chubbs, and there he shows up.
How you doing, Chubbs? Yeah, we got Chubbs in here.
Yeah, I love
Why
Chubbs.
not? Gen C, Gilbert. Lady J, PB, he's from Florida. I had him here not too long ago. Now I'm hosting my platform. I like to open my platform.
I love his channel too.
And it was pretty cool how much you promoted. And next thing I know, I got some of your subscribers coming my way, checking out my channel, and I was like, very thankful. The amount of promotion you did and the support that I'm getting back. And I'm like, that was not the reason I did that. I did that. I'm trying to help people. You're almost to 1,000. We got to get to that 1,000 subscribers.
All right. Now that you brought it up, I've been let's see. I've gone over 900 and under 900 about 7 times in the last week.
Oh,
they
yeah.
weren't taking the subs at night when I was sleeping. So I'd wake up in the morning and be devastated. But now I woke up this morning and I was like, wow, great, they didn't take any. And then I got a whole bunch more. And then I'm eating my lunch and I look and I go, wait a minute, 17 people just decided this very minute that they no longer like me. And they're all leaving. I somehow I don't believe that. You know, it's really annoying to work. Just leave us alone. Stop. It's been for a month now. It's been over a month now. I don't know what it is. I look, I know the people that are subscribing. They're real people. I know them. I subscribe to their channel. All of a sudden, boom, and it's happening to everybody. And I know nobody wants to talk about it that much because we know how they are. And for some reason, we're afraid they're going to come and punish us like our parents would when we would tell them, I saw Daddy smoking a joint. Shut up. Don't tell Grandma that. You know, that kind of stuff. But what are you going to do? That's the one thing about YouTube. I just want to get over 1,000 and get it over with. That's all. Because you can do mobiles. I can go to the fish store and do it live with my phone. I don't have to be stuck at the computer. You can promote yourself a little bit better with that. You can get into the creator studio, you know. But it's disappointing when you work so hard and then things just disappear. And you trying to get in touch with YouTube. Listen, I could talk to Elvis in a seance before I could get YouTube anyway. You cannot get in touch with them at all. I could talk to anybody quicker than that. I texted a guy on Facebook for my first live stream, a real artist, a singer, whatever. And I said, "Can I use your thing?" And he answered me back. I go to YouTube. I've sent them over 100 freaking feedback just saying, why are you doing this? Why is this happening? It does, because if you go into your analytics, it doesn't match up. It doesn't match up. It just, and then you look at your list and you're like, well, I don't see where is this coming from? Where is they doing that? Now, that was my little thing about that, because YouTube's been driving me crazy with that. Because I wouldn't have been so bad if I was at 400 or if I was at 1,200, but because I'm so close to the stupid 1,000, that oh my God, I'm Rocky, I'm on the mountaintop, I made it to 1,000. You know, so they can send me 14 cents every 2 months. But you know, no, it's really annoying me. I know everybody. I know people in this chat that lost the subs, and if you're a smaller channel, it friggin' hurts. It's like, wow, what did I do? You know, it's like, what did I do? So yeah, hopefully I get to 1,000. You know, at this point now, Joe lost 7 subscribers in 7 minutes tonight.
Oh man!
Like they were all on the phone together, deciding I don't like Joe anymore. And the conference call, they're like, let's all unsubscribe at one time. Yeah, the CIA was behind it. It was a DARPA. It was DARPA mind control. It was like Jesse Ventura would say, they controlled your mind. I was a governor. You know,
Joe's account got hacked by the Russians. That's what happened.
Yes, exactly. Those Russian bots, they're messing with us. They're
taking your subscriptions away, the Russians.
If they want to go after the political people, do it. Just leave me. The reason I picked fish is because it's not supposed to offend people. It's fish. You know, I know sometimes I see some weird shit, but no, it's fish. It's supposed to be innocuous. I'm not talking about who's in charge or the government or the CIA or they're making the frogs gay, like Alex Jones said. No, I'm talking about a Garami and marijuana. Why would that possess you to need to punish me and take away every day? Look, I understand they get rid of the bots and they get rid of the inactive accounts, but that's once every so many months. Not every day. Not every day. Like I'm going to work. I'm sparring and I'm getting beat up every day. It's enough. They got to do something about it. I was talking to Marco. He said he lost 50 subscribers in 1 minute. I listened to this other guy from India. He's a different kind of channel, but he was talking about it. He lost 200 subscribers in 1 minute. Like, and then he went back the next day and he lost another 80. And then he went back and he lost another. It's ridiculous. There's something wrong with it. And I know that Gen C, the one who won, she tried to leave 2 comments on my video and YouTube deleted them. Go check your spam folder on YouTube, and you're going to find a bunch of your regular people. Their comments are going to be in your spam.
Yep. Yeah, I notice that all the time.
You know, I don't understand that. I tried to leave comments the other day. Hey, great job, great video. You know, 20 of them in a row all got wiped out. I watched them disappear. I tried to type in a comment, it disappeared. All of a sudden, I'm spam. I'm spam because I subscribe to people. When I subscribe to you, I'm going to go watch your video and I'm going to go leave a comment. What's the point if I didn't do that? I'm going to take the time out. And even if I'm listening to you in the background, I'm going to go and leave a comment. And they're deleting them 20 in a row over like an hour. And I kept saying, why am I not even getting a thank you from these people? So I went and looked. I went back, and my comment was gone. So I said, let me type one in. I typed one in. I hit refresh. Gone. And I didn't get no notification. Send me a notification. Like Facebook. If you scroll around on Facebook, they send you the thing. You did this wrong. This is why you're getting banned. We don't like you. That's it. YouTube.
Facebook jail.
But fine. At least I know. YouTube, just tell me, hey, stupid, you did this and this, and we don't like it. Stop doing it. Because I don't even know what to stop doing now.
Yeah.
I took a day off from commenting. That's why everybody, I watch all your videos, and I wasn't able to comment for a couple of days this week because the sons of a gun made it where if I commented, it would get deleted anyway. And I figured the more I did it, the longer I wouldn't be able to comment. So they say take 24 to 48 hours off, and then you can comment again. But it's like, I guarantee you, a lot of my comments are in your spam. A lot of them.
Now, a second ago, you said about, political. Do you ever watch Aquafunk?
I think so. Yeah, I kind of do. I do, but not a lot, to be honest. You know, I got my favorites. My people on the list. I watch every once in a while, but no. Why? What happened?
He had a video talking about that there's an influencer out there right now talking about that everybody that's an influencer that has a channel like we have and stuff should start talking about the whole political race right now and start.
Oh, wait a minute! I heard this. I heard somebody do a video about this video.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's like, our hobby. We don't bring none of that stuff into it. We don't bring political, religion, none of that stuff. We talk fish. What's your opinion on that?
You know what it is? I think you can do it. I think you can talk about issues like grown-ups, but you got to be very thoughtful in what you say. You got to be like, all right, I'm not going to say, okay, I'm for this guy and I don't like that guy. But there's certain, there's certain things that are going on right now that we can all agree, it's got to stop. Right? We got to stop burning down people. It didn't do anything to you. We got to stop destroying their property. And I think that's something we got to stop hurting each other, and we got to stop treating each other like the enemy. As far as I'm concerned, everybody that's in power is using us. None of them lost a paycheck. None of them went out of business. So if anything, we all got to get together. But when it becomes you're on this side and you're on that side, and that's what I don't understand. What happened to the days when we disagreed and still be friends? What happened to those days? You remember? I'd be a Yankee fan. You'd be a Red Sox fan. We would have the most vicious.
No. I'm from Florida.
Well, you don't have a baseball team. You don't have a baseball team. What do you got?
We do.
Who? The Marlins?
Tampa.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about them.
You forgot about them guys there, huh?
I forgot about them. Yeah, they were pretty good for a few years there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. Yeah. You do have all spring training now, but I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, certain issues, it depends on what it is. But I don't think, look, I don't think people should get up on a soapbox and tell other people what to do. You know, they don't tell other people what to do.
I like the community the way it is, and the way I look at it, I don't like bringing none of that stuff into it. So that's why you will never catch my channel talking political, talking religion. It's about fish.
Yeah,
You know, like I like to stick on about fish.
I try to stay away from it as much as I can. You know, like if somebody says "God bless you" in the comments, God bless you back. I'm not going to ask you which God it is.
Yeah,
I'm not going to ask you which God. Whatever, listen, I am at heart the biggest libertarian there is. Your right to be you includes my right to be free from you. Do whatever you want. Do it. Just don't hurt other people. Do whatever you want. Don't hurt other people. But don't get in my face where all of a sudden now I need to agree with you.
Yep.
Maybe I think the whole thing is silly. I'm to the point now where I think we live in a friggin' matrix, and this is all a computer simulation because none of it makes any darn sense. Right? None of it makes sense. It's like living in a video game. Look at, we have a president. That is not political. It's supposed to be a joke. The president is the next TV star. He's a cartoon character. The Speaker of the House is a cartoon character. Everybody that we're seeing now are people we would see in a crappy comedy movie 20 years ago. I can't take anything seriously anymore. It's just, even if I like somebody or I don't like them, I got to admit, no one's watching sports anymore. No one goes to the movies anymore. Hollywood's telling us what to do. It's like, this can't be real. This can't be real. This isn't. It's insane.
Technology changed a lot. Technology changed us a lot.
Yeah, it sure did.
It has really,
especially our kids, because our kids they're more connected than we are, and they have thoughts that are way out there. They have thoughts like this. Our kids have some crazy thoughts nowadays. You got to ground them. You got to. I don't mean ground them if you can't leave the house. I mean bring them back to the ground and explain back to them. And people commit suicide like crazy these days because they have nobody to talk to. Because they're afraid if they talk to somebody, that person's just going to yell at them because they don't agree with them. We should all get along. We should, all of us normal, just walking around everyday people, we should all love each other. I don't want nothing from you. You don't want nothing from me except friendship and the way that works. We're not out there starting wars and doing raising taxes and putting people out of we're just people. We should all get along. And that's how they get us. They keep us divided. Like perfect example. We're just getting together to talk about fish. We want to talk about fish. Maybe we'll talk about our kids or something on TV, whatever. But basically we want to talk about fish. And they're even getting involved in that. Deleting comments, removing subs, and I'll go because YouTube's owned by Google, and Google knows everything. There's nothing Google doesn't know. Google knows how many fish you have in a tank right behind your head right now. They know how many fry. They know everything.
Divide and conquer. That's their method.
That's what I'm. That's what I'm at. I want to I try to support. I want to bring everybody together. I don't care. I go watch all kinds of different channels because I just find them interesting. I don't care. I don't care who they are. I don't look and go, oh, is this guy? Does he agree with me on this sub? No. I like what he's doing. I don't care what he thinks. That's his own thing. Good. Let him think whatever he wants. That's your freedom. We should all be. The problem nowadays that bothers me is we can't just talk to each other anymore. That's the biggest. We can't talk to each other. We can't just say
offended very quickly.
Offended, mad. Family members stop talking to you. So we can't just have good conversations anymore. We used to. We used to talk. We used to talk crap about all the other relatives and say the meanest things we could ever do. But now because something that's happening that honestly has no. It's way over there. These things that people get so mad about, it's way over there. It's almost like on another planet. I mean, it doesn't. If you just turned off the TV, you wouldn't even know about it. You would just have to deal with your daily life. We're worried about all this stuff. We don't worry about what's right in front of us. Come on.
That's
All
the
right,
way to
all
work.
right, I know.
Now, Vinny, real quick, because we're running a little short on time right now, and we're still gonna do the
Mm-hmm.
last giveaway. My
Because I
last
talk too much.
question for you, with the 100-year experience you have in fish keeping, what's the best advice you can give somebody just getting into the hobby right now?
Don't overfeed your fish and don't overstock your tank too quick. That's all. I mean, you could even start with a fishing cycle as long as you keep changing your water and you get hardy fish and you pay attention, keep changing your water. But don't. The first thing everybody does is they go out and get too many fish, and then because you like seeing your fish eat, you dump in and you keep it. Just
Keep
slow
dumping
down
and
on all
dumping.
that and do your water changes. And get extra filtration. Like, because if you're gonna start out, you're probably gonna buy one of them set up tanks. It comes with the filter and it comes with the heater, and you're gonna want to upgrade. It's just you want to have way more filtration than you need. That helps. I try to put double, triple the filtration I need on my tanks, just because. It's just like you filter it because those little like you'll get the 55-gallon. It'll come with the one HOB. Throw a sponge filter in there with it or something, and do your research. Do your
Yep.
research.
Oh,
Definitely do your research. Go to this guy's channel. Go to somebody's channel. If not, go on the internet and just before you buy a fish, you're in the fish store. You got your phone in your hand. Just type it in. See what his tank mates are. See what you got to do for it. See how big it's going to grow. We couldn't do that years ago. 100 years ago,
no.
forget about it. When me and Abe Lincoln used to go and get fish together, before that day, and I have that hat too. All right, and I got the stain out. Okay,
Sorry, I had one last question. When
you
Moses
got
split the Red Sea, what fish did you
yes.
catch that day?
There were carp,
It
giant
was a
carp,
carp.
and I gave them to Shaquille O'Neal. Okay, yeah,
Now, everybody, we're gonna do this last giveaway. Vinny, it's been a pleasure. One quick thing before we
yeah.
go, I need to pick another number between 50 and 100.
Went on.
And everybody right now, pick your number and put in the comments.
I got it. Thank you for having me, brother. This was so much fun. Thank you so
Oh yeah,
much.
it's fun. We're gonna do it
I
again. I know
love
you have
to.
your live stream too and everything, so one day I might show up over there, guys.
I would love it. I'm not going to do them all the time. I'm going to do maybe one or two a month. This Friday, I have Jack and Dan coming on
Yep.
before OFR, which is great. I love Jack and Dan. Let's
Hey,
see.
we got RB and Color Guppies. The numbers from 50 to 100.
That's Ricky. Hi, Color Guppies.
Joe picked 7. Come on, guys. 50 to 100.
Joe might have one of them nice beers he likes. And PB Aquatics. Yeah, I saw PB on your show the first time. I love what he's doing on his channel.
Oh, I do too. He's doing some great stuff.
Really nice guy, too. Really nice guy. Actually, everybody in here is great.
Yeah, I mean, I like quality over quantity. That's the way I look at my channel. I like the amount of people that I have, and we interact, and we just adding more to the family that we have out here, and it's just been fun doing it. It's really been fun doing these whole live streams and getting to meet more people.
Ricky, yes, I still have the 2 frogs. Yeah. I went to get guppy. I went to get whatever that stuff is that goes on it, which I killed. I went to go get some stuff off the top of a pond, and my buddy grabbed 2 frogs by accident, so now I have 2 frogs too. Yeah, Joe, you're a math major. How the heck did you come up with 7 out of 50 to 100? Right? I think Joe's cat's typing.
All right, guys. And we're done. What number you picked?
77.
77. Let's see who's the closest one without going over it.
Oh,
Who's the closest without going over it?
You went over.
Justin Powers picked 76.
Yeah.
That might be the winner. That might
I
be.
think he is.
PB went over by 1. Yep, Justin. Is that who? Yep, Justin Powers. You are the winner. Like I said again, find me on Instagram or royalfishaquatic@gmail. I'm gonna put my Instagram up. Guys, too, Vinny. Vinny's on Instagram. He's on Facebook. He's on YouTube. All you gotta do is look for Vinny Aquatic. You will find him there. Subscribe. We'll show him all the support. He's almost to 100 subscribers, so we'll try to get Vinny there and everything. Really appreciate all you guys for coming out. Again, I'm doing the big 15% discount on my website. So October 2015 gets you 15% your entire purchase. And I want to end this with a surprise for you, Vinny. I know you're doing your live stream this Saturday, it is?
This Friday at 5 o'clock with Jack and Dan.
So Vinny got the live stream on Friday at 5 o'clock. He got his guest, Jack and Dan. So everybody, let's go over there. Let's go support them. And tomorrow I'm gonna send you a gift card for $10 off for you to give away on that live stream to one of your viewers.
That would be great. That would be great. I'm gonna have Jack and Dan give it away.
Yep.
Because everybody loves Jack and Dan. So I'm gonna have Jack do it. Dan can go sit in the corner for a minute, and Jack's gonna do it. Okay. All right.
Definitely.
So thank you so much. This was great. I had such a fun time. Thank you.
It was my pleasure getting to know you more after watching your videos and stuff. I was like, okay, let's get Vinny on here and get to know him more. You got to know me more. And, we just been building this friendship, just talking on IG for a little while and everything. So we definitely going to stay in touch. We're gonna do this.
I definitely want to do a live stream with you on it too.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do them every day because, you start beating people in the head with it. But,
Yeah, I just do mine once a week. I set this time up, and I've just been sticking to it, and it's kind of been working for me.
No, I like that.
Yeah.
I like watching your show too. I like watching
appreciate
your show.
that.
I saw the first one I saw was with Chubbs, and that got me hooked. And then I saw PB on, and I was like, okay, this is definitely for me. So, definitely.
Just having a good time.
I still want some of them angels though.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that.
I'm gonna talk to you about them angels. I'm gonna get a tank ready this weekend, and we're gonna talk about that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Thank you for everybody showing up.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys giving us an hour of your time. When is the next auction? I do the live stream every Wednesday, so guys, that's when I'll be, giving out the gift cards. Is that what you asking about? If you're talking about fish auction, Gil, hit me up later. I'll tell you when there's some fish auctions going on out here. Well, everybody, thank you again for joining us here on Wednesday Night Fish Talk with Vinny Aquatic, and you guys have a blessed night.